Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing another foundation review. I'm very excited for this one. This is the LA Girl Pro Matte HD High Definition Longwear Matte Foundation. I have all of the foundations in front of me right now. I got them in PR. If I hadn't got them in PR though, I probably would have purchased a few of them because they're only $10 and I was very excited for this foundation. It just kind of called to me. I don't know why. Even though I'm not a huge fan of matte foundations, I just love trying out drugstore and affordable foundations to see if they actually work. So I'm gonna get right into it. I'm gonna tell you guys a little bit about it, what it says on the website. So it's $10 like I said before. Oh, I just hit my knee so hard on my tits. Okay, so the description on the website says, with a soft suede-like finish, Pro Matte Foundation will have you covered and shine-free all day. Creamy liquid formula provides smooth and buildable coverage for both day and nighttime wear. Minimizes the appearance of pores and fine lines for an even, soft, focused effect. Paraben-free formula with added vitamin E, B5, and sunflower oil. So we're gonna see if that description holds up to what it says it is. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch all of these for you guys on my face just really quick to show you the shade range. I do personally think that they could have gone a lot darker in the shade range. I haven't swatched them yet, so I don't quite know. So I'll have to like reevaluate my opinion after I swatch them. Starting with the lightest shade, this one's called Ivory. Then we have Bisque. Next is Beige. Next is Natural. Then there's Medium Beige. Then we have Light Tan. It's weird, some of the colors feel thicker than other colors, and like the one that I just swatched felt really liquidy compared to the other ones. Then there's Soft Honey. Next is Sand. Next is Warm Sienna. Next is Golden Bronze. Then we have Caramel. Next is Cafe. Next is Nutmeg. And lastly, we have Cappuccino. Okay, so those were all the swatches. I do think they could have gone a few shades darker. Again, like I've said before, I'm not an expert when it comes to darker skin tones with foundations. I don't know the proper undertones or stuff like that. I do know though that they could have gone a few shades darker. They also could have gone a few shades lighter in my opinion. The Ivory shade is a good pale shade, but they didn't put many like in between colors. They kind of went from like pale to more tan skin. Okay, well with that said and with all the swatches done, I'm gonna go ahead and put some foundation on my face. First, I'm gonna put on some primers. On one side of my face, I'm going to use a beauty oil, the Farsali Rose Gold Elixir. And then on the other side, I'm gonna use the Too Faced Hangover Primer. I want to try one half of my face with a beauty oil instead, just to see if that would work better because this is a matte foundation. And I always have troubles with matte foundations being too dry on my skin. So on my right side, I'm gonna put a little bit of the Farsali oil on. Then on my left side, I'm gonna do the Hangover Primer. Okay, I just zoomed you guys in a little bit just so you can see what's going on better. So I found that the shade Natural matched me best. I'm gonna add a little bit of Ivory to that because it was a little bit too dark. Also, I don't know if I showed you guys this packaging in depth. The main reason that I was so excited about it was because I really like the packaging. I like the glass bottle and I like that it has a pump. So I'm gonna do 2 pumps of Natural and just add in a little tiny bit of Ivory. Got a little cocktail going on. And I'm gonna blend this in with a damp beauty blender. I'm not gonna use a brush just because I never would normally use a brush with this type of foundation. It's more of a thicker foundation and I find that brushes don't really work best for those types of foundations. Also, don't mind my earlobe. I know that my earring hole is red. The last earring that I was wearing kind of made it inflamed, so I'm just giving them a little bit of a break right now. Okay, so that is one layer on my face. I feel like it looks really, really good. It is definitely matte, but you can still see a little bit of dewiness coming through my skin, which I really like because I don't like too matte of foundations. So I'm gonna let this layer dry just a little bit more, and I'm gonna add one more layer on top of it to see how well it builds up. Alright, so that is 2 layers on my face. I would consider this full coverage without a doubt. It covered everything on my face, and even with 2 layers, it doesn't feel too heavy and it doesn't look too heavy. I really, really like how this is looking so far. I'm really hoping that it lasts throughout the day, or else I'm gonna be really disappointed. I was really hoping that I was gonna like this foundation because I do not like the other LA Girl foundation, the more dewier one. So hopefully this one works out. I'm gonna go ahead and add some concealer and powder just to finish this look off. I'm using the ColourPop No Filter Concealer, and this is in the shade Fair. I'm just gonna put a little bit of that around my eyes, and that's gonna be it because I don't really wanna cover up the foundation at all. All right, and I'm going to slightly bake underneath my eyes and on my smile lines with the Kat Von D Lock-It Translucent Powder. All right, and then just setting the rest of my face with a big fluffy brush and that powder again. Then just adding a little bit of bronzer. I'm using the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer today. All right, and then adding some highlight. Can you guys guess what I'm gonna be using today? Yes, you're right, the Ofra highlight in Pillow Talk. I can't get enough of this highlighter. It's just so beautiful. It's just beautiful. Okay, and then I am going to spray my face just a little bit with the Too Faced Hangover Set and Spray. Okay, everything looks great so far. I'm really liking how it looks. I love this color for my face, or for my skin tone. I think that it's like perfect for me. But yeah, I'm gonna wear this for quite a few hours during the day, and then I will come back in with a check-in. Okay everyone, it's been about 7 hours. I want to say I started at 2:30-ish and it's almost 10. I'm just gonna take off my glasses so we can start looking at this foundation really close up. So besides my glasses marks, obviously, everything looks really good for wearing it for so long. Of course, the spots that my glasses were on didn't last very well. Like I say in pretty much every single foundation review, nothing really prevents my glasses from smudging my foundation. There's just like literally nothing that stops it, especially when I've worn the foundation for so long. And I normally tend to really like either sweat or just get oily around those areas when my glasses are touching them. Everything looks pretty amazing to me, except for my smile lines are there, and there are some fine lines around my lips, like on my chin right here and on the top of my lip. You can see that the foundation kind of settled into those lines. But everything else looks really, really good. It stayed in place. Everything is covered the way that I put it on. And I'm actually really impressed because I ate a bowl of like steaming hot soup and my face was over the bowl and I could feel my face getting really, really sweaty. But even after that, it looks totally fine. I'm very, very impressed with this, especially because it's a $10 foundation that is so insanely cheap. This is a drugstore brand, so that just goes to show that brands can make cheap and good quality foundations and like makeup products. After a long time of wearing it, it still seems really, really matte to me. This area right here, I don't know if you can tell on camera, it's a little bit, I can see the oil coming through a little bit, but I think that had to do with me like sitting over steam for a little bit. That sounds so ridiculous because I was eating soup. But it is a little bit dewy, like it feels dewy to the touch. I mean, it stayed pretty matte, so if you're an oily person, this would probably work out for you. But yeah, I pretty much, that's all I've noticed is it's settled into my lines a little bit, but that's pretty much it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Let me know what you think of the foundation down below if you guys are interested in getting it, or just what you think of it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you, and I'll catch you in my next video. Bye guys.